Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. I'm the MysteriousJG. We gotta hit one more magic angel thingy to open up the door. And then we can go and confront Alexei, who's got Estelle, and I think we're supposed to murder her, folks. That's what the game's implying. I don't really think that's how it's gonna pan out. But who knows? Game of Thrones pretty crazy shit at us. Maybe, like, having Yuri crying out in anguish as he's forced to murder Estelle with his own hands is where this is going. I think we'll switch back to Yuri once we are ready to go through that door. But for right now, I'm going to stick with Judith, because I'm actually having fun playing somebody else for a change. I believe this is where we're supposed to go. Yeah, this looks right. And I should point out for the record that at this point in her FAQ, Draki the Dork is telling you not to be mad at her, that you had to go do that in that certain sequence, and she's also saying that she hates puzzles. Wasn't the most complicated puzzle in the world, but then again, if I was reading the instructions on how to do it as I figured out what the nature of the puzzle was. And indeed, there would have been a lot of running around back and forth to the wrong place if you did that out of sequence. And it took you a while to figure out that you had to do it in sequence. So we can replace a few things we've used, including ingredients. And we can get our full health and stuff. And while it's been fun controlling Yuri, it's probably time to get her back. Rapide has had a good little run in the last few videos, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a boss fight on the other side of that door. It seems like a pretty good time to have these guys equipped. Considering that there's a boss fight coming, I actually might want to go with getting rid of the old we'll give you these tattoo back. We're gonna go ahead and just give you guys stat boosting stuff. It seems like a good good collection of stuff to and Judith's still our leader, so had fun playing around with Judith. Might bring her back later, but no, this doesn't seem like the time. Pretty sure we got a boss battle coming as soon as we open that door. We might have more stuff to do before we get to that, but hey, he's got immunities like Test. Hey, a Bardiche. Might be a good time to have some new stuff going. Learning new techniques and whatnot. Leave me alone. I got more important things to deal with than you right now. Having another one of those paranoia attacks, folks. Let me confirm that thing's recording. And it is. One of these days I'm going to have one of those when I'm several minutes into a video and it really will turn out I wasn't recording. But generally, when I find out I had thought I was recording and I missed hitting the button, of course I hadn't actually checked at all. Into the audience chamber. Chambre non scene. Now, this is all glowing and shit. From 1 to 4, front to back, dark to light, strafe, and this, and disaster shall follow. The disaster being that you don't open the door? No. Oh, I never tried to see what happens if you don't do it successfully. Yeah, whatever. Like you might have a fight or something? Probably not. Yeah, seems like a good place to save. So maybe, is this like a Lufia thing? Are we not going to get Estelle back to the final battle of the game? So I was just thinking we could use... Raven's doing his best, but we could use a better healer. And the other thing is, do we want to put on the... Oh, no, you don't do it from the screen anyway. Would this be the screen where we could put on his... Yeah, we could put the mustache back on him now. I don't think it'll work in the pre-rendered. I'm not gonna wreck it. It would be kind of funny, potentially, but no. Maybe if I was playing through this game a second time, I'd already seen it before, I would want to see whatever this next sequence is with mustache, but no, we won't do that. If it's a boss battle that's coming, I just got done editing in the last video, but I guess we can go back to normal. FS versus boss versus boss. What does FS even stand for? I don't even remember. Oh, Fatal Strikes. I've never seen the computer-controlled characters attempt Fatal Strikes. I guess it's pretty cool if they can, but what is this location called? Imperial Capital, Zaphia's Castle, the Sword's there. It's more like the Sword Ramp. Well, wait a second. So when we're here, there's like, oh, look, there's a shining light that ended, and now up here it's like all lit. I don't know. I was seeing an inconsistency there in the lighting. Hey, I recognize you guys. You're gonna destroy the world. What is he even doing right now? He's just hanging out. Like, there's no sense the world is about to end. Is he currently... I was hoping I could talk to him and then Estelle and chat with them both. Making chicks float around in your crystal prison just really doesn't seem right.
I thought that crash would have been the last of you.
Gotta hand it to you guys. You're pretty badass. Let's team up.
If we hadn't been lucky, you just might have gotten your wish.
Too bad.
You can let her go now and save yourself some pain, or we can break you first. It's your call.
So at this point, you're willing to just let him go? I can do that. I can let you go. Yeah, seriously, I don't think Alexis getting out of this without a beating, even if he was willing to be like, okay. You know, I had plans for what I was going to do with her power, but it turns out this, what I'm doing just makes weird plants grow, so things aren't working out the way I wanted them to. Never mind. Judith in particular looks pissed here.
Sorry to be a bore, but let's say I refuse both of those.
Well, that's not being a bore. Yeah, like, Rita looks pissed too, but she always looks pissed. Judith doesn't normally look pissed.
I'd be happy to decide for you.
Well, wait a second. He's refusing to free Estelle, and he's also refusing to not free Estelle. I guess he's saying that he chooses not to get beaten up and then have Estelle released. Shouldn't he be using Dame Nomos? I know I didn't equip it, but...
The princess was splendid. Her power equals the ancient children of the full moon.
And I have a great knowledge of exactly how their power leveled up. Or, you know, I've got a scouter from Dragon Ball Z, I know.
Every person has a role, and the princess has played her part exceedingly well.
Again, congratulations, princess.
If she's done her part, then we'll take her back right now.
And you can continue to be the evil Dark Lord of the world. Ooh, slow zoom. Well, not that slow.
Wish.
Hey, he's Wesley. And when I say put her down, I don't mean drop her off of the roof or something. Hey, she's all zombie. Uh-oh. She's got, like, zombie eyes.
Hey!
She must have figured out we were planning to kill her.
Estelle, snap out of it!
Maybe I should have given him the goofy mustache and glasses. Or pipe.
Wait, it looks like she's being controlled.
Oh, is this like Ninja Gaiden? Are we going to have to defeat the thing that's flying around over her because she's going to be invulnerable? Or like Symphony of the Night, where we have to like do certain things before we can see the monster that's controlling her?
What would you do with the princess now? Her power has subsumed her will entirely.
Well, I mean, I think if we kill you, or maybe that crystal you're holding, she'd probably be okay, right?
Her power has finally been controlled by a system I have put into place.
He's just not a nice guy.
Blastia that go out of control must be destroyed. You should know that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about Estelle like she's just some thing.
Hey, I thought you had this weird thing where you thought Blastia were people anyway.
Oh, but the princess
Like in
was a
Durium.
tool most crucial to my plans.
She's a tool.
As were you, Schwan. And since you survived, I will use you again. Return like the puppet you are.
Unless his very next thing is to, like, clench his fist and magical power takes over Schwan. I think what you just said pretty much guarantees he's not going to join you. You're being kind of a jerk.
Sorry, but you buried that poor schmuck alive yourself. I'm Raven. Pleased to meet you.
Does he have the magical power to stop Schwan's, like, Blastia heart? Or what?
We all have a role to play, but each person has a say in what that role is.
Never mind. I guess they're just going to... I guess Alexei just thought Raven would join him, even though he said it in the most diggish possible way.
Even though so many live such meaningless, mundane lives? I think not.
Well, they have parts to play. They've just chosen not to play very interesting ones.
If they choose that life, then so what? That's what deciding for yourself means.
If they work 9-to-5 jobs and if they work 9-to-5 jobs and they come home and they just want to drink a beer and watch American Idol, oh, that's okay.
How unfortunate. We will never see eye to eye.
Unfortunate. This simplifies everything.
No!
So are we fighting it? What's...
Estelle, don't do this! Damn it!
How can you not? I mean, unless dark magic has given her greater physical strength, I think you ought to be able to fight Estelle with just the old, right now it's an upper body strength struggle. I think you ought to be able to take her, man. And we're not even fighting Alexei? Oh, this is ridiculous. We're just fighting Estelle. Okay, well. 68,000 hit points. Why couldn't she have 68,000 hit points and 16,000 TP when she's in our party? She has no weaknesses either. Well, as it happens, I actually knew this fight was coming, because when I read what the secret mission was, it gave away what this fight is. So I've been kind of pretending and playing it sly, but no, I knew we were going to fight Estelle. I didn't know exactly what form it would take. Like, I was thinking she would be like, no, I must destroy myself, and somehow that triggers a boss fight. Like, you hit a point where she wants to take herself out, and Yuri's trying to stop her, and for some bizarre reason that involves them fighting. But no, that's not how it's gone. In fact, the secret mission should be fairly easy. We have to use the Mother's Memento.
Estelle! Cut it out! I can't! I can't hurt her!
I really don't want to do this.
Estelle, come on!
Destructo booing?
Estelle! Snap
I don't get it. How come that didn't work?
out of it!
I guess we don't have a choice.
Oh, I'm supposed to use it on her.
That damn commandant!
How do I do that, though? I don't get a chance to target it. Wait. Use the Mother's Memento on her. I don't see how I get to do that. I don't get a chance to target it. I don't see... I don't understand when I get a chance to use it on her. Because you... items? And then you don't get to target... There's certain items where you get to target your different party members, because all the items you can use are beneficial. There's no attack items in this game. There's no other button I can press with this. Either select it or cancel. I'm not allowed to change camera. Well, this hourglass freezes enemy. But these are, yeah, these are all things that affect all enemies. The magic lens lets you select. Mother's memento, not so much. Maybe I have to... She has more than one form, I think. Maybe I have to defeat one form of her before I can do it. Man, they're really fucking her up pretty bad. But she's lucky I didn't manage to get more, Fatal Strike. She's lucky I didn't really get a, didn't get a chance to get enough, points to go for over limit. Maybe in the second form I can do it.
Perhaps that was not enough power.
Maybe we should have attacked you. I mean, was he just hanging back watching us fight and nobody thought to go after him? Uh-oh. He's ramping it up. Estelle! That's her new nickname instead of... Her real name's Estelle. Instead of calling her Estelle, now he's going to start calling Estelle!
Thanks to you, this new key to replace Dane Nomos is now complete.
I would have just given you Dane Nomos if I could get my girlfriend back, dude.
As a show of my appreciation, I will allow you to witness the fruition of my plan.
And villains are always pretending they're doing stuff as a show of appreciation when really they're just jerks.
The awakening of the true child of the full moon.
Is Pharaoh going to show up and kill her at some point? I mean, we've forgotten Pharaoh exists. Do we get to fight Pharaoh at some point? I don't know. We should probably stop talking cinemas or running wild. Oh wow, we're getting into like weird oldie-timey drawings now. So I think she's... I don't even know if we're going to fight her, but I think she's about to get... Oh, what am I saying? She has a second form, I know she does, but... At some point, are we going to fight him? Wow, she's turned into a big green rock. I still don't understand this guy's plan. I like his voice acting. Oh, he just made a giant wedding ring of evil power. Is there some kind of ancient civilization that's going to rise from that we'd never heard about until now? That was wiped out in the war with the... Yeah, that must be what's happening, but that ancient war turns out to have been like 20 years ago, so maybe there's an even ancienter war, like 40 years ago. He's like, I can't believe how much I don't like you.
What is that?
Oh, that's, you've got too much sodium intake, buddy. It's making your heart weak.
We saw that at Miorzo.
Oh, is that the city the Atafagos destroyed? Can't believe I'm actually tracking with that. I'm thinking that Atafagos thing, the like great supreme threat to the world that was mentioned once. Yeah, that's probably gonna be a thing before the game's over.
Success! At last I have done it!
Result!
Behold, the greatest remnant of the ancients, the enduring Shrine of Zaude.
Shrine of Zaude, is that like the Visa Indicatos?
The ultimate Blastia, which once obliterated the catastrophe that threatened our world.
Ah, so he's trying to find the super weapon that defeated the Atafagos. I have a feeling we're going to have to defeat the Atafagos before this is over. Maybe. I don't know. Then again, we're just 4 people at a time. I was just to say, we've got a party of more than 4, but we always fight in groups of 4, and we haven't really shown a mechanism to fight with a more powerful weapon than just Yuri and friends whacking stuff with swords. So maybe we don't fight the Atafagos, but... So his whole deal is he just power any cost, I guess? I mean, you know, he's a villain, that's okay.
That's a Blastia?
Looks like a ring!
Maybe you could save this little speech until you get some alone time. You're embarrassing yourself.
Yuri, that was pretty weak, I gotta say. What's the point of grandstanding by yourself? That's just crazy.
The show, I am afraid, is over. It is time for the final curtain.
Someone call Goldust. It's time for the curtain call.
Now, Princess, do your friends the favor of separating their heads from their bodies.
Look, I'm under zombie mind control, and even I know that that's just completely disingenuous. You don't think of that as a favor at all.
Bastard!
Bastard.
None of this would have happened if you hadn't insisted on coming here.
You douche.
Oh, how the poor girl will feel when she comes to her senses. Farewell.
So, when you say none of this would have happened, you mean the being killed by Estelle part. I mean, presumably it wasn't Yuri and his friends showing up that caused you to unleash the raw power of the most evil Blastia ever, whatever it is you're actually doing. This is...
Wait! Get back here!
Since when could he do that? Oh well. Is he like supposed to absorb full moon power or whatever? Is he got like the Sailor Moon's like magical moon wand scepter thing?
Alexei!
I don't know.
Estelle, don't!
My name's Yuri.
Please. Before I can hurt anyone else. Please.
Give me a kiss. So she wants to die. Well, Yuri, that was your whole thing for a while.
Kill me.
See? You both want the same thing. It's perfect. I'll give you the gift of separating your head from your body, like dude said. He's not really gonna kill her, is he?
Yuri.
My boobies! Sorry.
Yuri!
This isn't gonna be a one-on-one fight, is it? Oh, that might make things significantly more difficult. Oh boy, this could be a lot harder than I thought. And they're playing the Tales of Vesperia theme. So scanned her again. She doesn't appear to be any stronger. It's just that now we're fighting her alone. And I'm thinking this will be a lot harder.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You dumb hoe. I have no fucking idea! Now, can I use it on her? Okay. Still not going to end the fight. See, I don't understand this as a secret mission. Either you use it on her, and you don't have to fight her, or you defeat her, and she comes to her senses, in my mind. Oh, I destroyed a barrier, but I still got to fight her? Wow, she's a lot easier to defeat without that barrier. Damn, the light roll fucked me up. Okay, this is getting bad. I need to get Don't worry, I'll kill you. This won't be enough to do it. It's too bad, though. I should have timed it so that this finished her off. So yeah, I'll kill you. Oh, I actually need to use more stuff. Miracle Gels we can't replace, but Melange Shells we can. Ow. There you go. That was a bit silly. I completed the secret mission. I deserve to have you back. I got a 2nd star, a strange mirror, and a reflect ring. So Reflect Ring is useful against enemies that try to cast a spell on you, which don't exist in this game, so never mind. There is no Reflect effect. The name is just taking names from Final Fantasy. And in the pre-rendered scene, somehow, for some reason, Yuri has a pipe and mustache. It still looks different.
Come back to us! Estelle!
Estelle! Ah!
Are you just gonna let your life end like this? Like someone else's tool?
Are you just gonna let me murder you like in the mayor of Evil Town? Oh, you see, Yuri, you made her cry.
I want to.
Die horribly? Shouldn't she want to stop Alexei? Oh no, Child of the Full Moon. Is this when the giant turkey monster is going to come kill her? I assume we're getting her back now. I've been missing having Estelle in the party. Like a full-on white mage. You don't realize how bad you need one of those in your RPG party till you don't have one. Also, she's a nice character and, like, basically is Yuri's reason for living, and seems like she should have a chance at being alive. But mostly I'm just missing the group healing spells. Oh, God, Yuri, was that as good for you as it was for me? Oh, man, I never thought my womanly being could feel... Oh, sorry, hey, I didn't realize you guys were here. Way to not save her, Rita.
You're you again.
Oh, Yuri, thank you for saving me. If it had been Rita, I might have gone full-fledged lesbian.
Wait, the system.
What system? Is that like the weird floaty crystals are still around? I mean... Oh, I guess that thing still exists?
It was being kept in check by Alexei's sword. Without that...
What? What? Well, wait a second. I thought Alexei's, like, magical power was what created the dang thing. Don't tell me we gotta fight her again, and don't tell me she's gonna die. Neither of those things are acceptable outcomes. Really, if we're just gonna, like, use the power of love or whatever to overcome it, or Yuri's just gonna whack it with Dame Nemos, I think we could have just skipped that. Estelle! Maybe she'll power out of herself.
I can't stop it now. Everyone, run!
You know, I like Estelle, but she's not what I would call a, like, empowered feminist sort of character.
Don't worry, we're not gonna lose you.
I refuse! I'll save Scum till we find a way to save you!
Rita, it's up to you.
Oh, great, she does get to save Estelle. Estelle is gonna go full lesbian. Right now, she's like, sort of bisexual. I can make this weird shit appear in front of me with just one gesture.
Synchronized with Estelle. Interference deactivation data. A formula to isolate surplus air.
Here in the Weezand of Kados, where the whatever of Zelpner is gonna do Rizamata stuff.
But what could possibly take the place of the Apatheia?
I don't know, the Atafagos, the Weezand, Kados thingies. I mean, just throw out another fantasy term and that'll take the place of it, you know? Make something up.
What about this sword?
Maybe the Horns of Naimon can help. What about the Power of Kroll?
This is the original that Alexei based his on, right?
Oh man, are we gonna destroy the Dame Nemos? I thought that was important somehow. Maybe I can give up one of my other many swords.
Let me try it.
Give it to me. I want to learn the special skills. At this point, we haven't actually. JG now talking no longer in character. Just forgetting to switch voices now. At this point, we haven't seen her like super special, right?
Let me help. I'll keep track of the flow of air.
If you can do that, okay, whatever.
Me too.
Carol, don't even pretend that you're playing a role in this.
Oh, damn this useless body.
Is he dying because Alexei shut down his heart? Because that would be an interesting thing for them to raise that they're just not raising.
Please, everyone.
This really hurts if you can do something about it instead of talking about it. That would be nice.
What did I say? We're not gonna lose you. When brave Vesperia does something, we do it right.
We don't do things often, but when we do, it's usually murder, but not today. Okay. Rockin' out, out. Oh, they are gonna do. Even Repeat gets a little glowy thing.
Yuri, the sword.
When all the Sailor Scouts band their sailor powers together, the power of love is born.
Here.
And then the fighting spirit bomb is gonna get thrown, and some Tenchi Muyo bullshit too. Yeah, hunching over is really helping, guys. Repeat doing like the down dog yoga pose there. And he's a dog, so it makes sense. And she died! Oh, come on! I thought they were going to save her. Yeah, she's not actually dead, folks. Come on. Whee! Yeah, so they basically just gave us 5 minutes of cinematics. The power of love saved her. We'd already saved her game.
Welcome back.
To my chest.
Nice to be back.
So, I don't really like the idea of having to play as Estelle personally, but she's got to be involved with the party that ultimately stomps Alexi's face into a bloody mess. Because it's the sign of a good villain, folks. I want Alexei to die. It's time for love and blue sky. Yeah, the sky's turned blue. Is that relevant? Is that important? I mean, there's a blood-red sky of darkness and evil that was over Zaphius, and now the eternal shrine of Zaud or whatever is doing its deal. Yeah, the enduring shrine of Zaud. Thank you, Flynn. That's what I was trying to say. Thanks, Flynn. Flynn also has like the Iron Man chest thing, where if you open up his armor, he's got like a Blastia core in there that, you know.
That's what he said. Have you heard of it?
Everyone's heard of it except for you, Yuri.
No, that's the first time. I wonder what it is.
Wait a minute. What the hell is that picture? There's sort of 3 framed pictures between them. On the bottom right is like a big Flynn face making a peace sign and a little Yuri that's probably like embarrassed or ashamed or something. I mean, is this his office? Is he drawing little like unflattering cartoons of Yuri?
I don't know, but I know what he's going to use it for.
I don't know if you're drawing unflattering cartoons of me, but okay, we hit the point where I need to end the video, so.
World domination. Do you really think he can do that?
I'm sorry, do I think he can dominate the world, or do I think he'd actually try? Because, there's 2 different answers to those 2 different questions.
He sure thought he could.
Yeah.
We knights are always one step behind.
At the minimum.
Without the rest of you, we'd never have been able to approach the capital.
But now that we're here, we can stand in the way of your progress and make things difficult for you through bureaucracy and, if Schwann's men have anything to say about it, actually arresting you.
Much less stop the Blastia from spreading this danger across the land.
Well, wait a second. Hold on. Back off here now for a second. The capital appears to be safe again. Now, we haven't stepped outside. The fact that the sky is blue doesn't automatically mean that the death plants have gone away. But the like super amped up air that was making the monsters go crazy is probably gone, based on appearances. I guess if Dude is teleported off to the enduring shrine of Zaud, then we're all still in danger. But I don't know. Never mind. I should organize my thoughts before I start ragging on the game. You know, again, it's that love-hate thing. I'm digging this. I like the fact that we've got a villain now. He's got a plan. It's evil. It's self-serving. He needs to be stopped. His motives are clear, if a bit cliché. He wants to take over the world. I mean, I'm down with that. Although this game goes from like 0 to 60 and back in like 0.4 seconds. The entire capital was like devastated and destroyed. I have a feeling that when we step outside, it's going to look like nothing ever happened. Might be wrong, but
It was the knights that protected the capital from Heracles, though.
yeah, but how good a job did they do of that?
Even with Lady Estelle.
The knights were not enough, even with Lady Estelle to lead us.
Hey, Estelle came back on her own.
Well, you helped a bit, Yuri.
Alexei owes the world for all he's done. He owes us.
I owe him an ass whooping.
Tomorrow, I'm going to the shrine of Zaude.
Tonight, I'm gonna get freaky with Lady Estelle, as I now call her.
I assume your friends will be with you.
I, on the other hand, will stay here.
Yeah, everyone's resting up for tomorrow.
I'm thinking there's a ton left in this FAQ. There's a lot of side quest type stuff. This might be like a... This is my gut feeling. This might be like... Remember in Final Fantasy... Jeez, what one was it? 6? Oh, fuck it. Final Fantasy 3. I don't care what it was in Japan. Final Fantasy 3, like, you get to the World of Ruin, and fairly early on in the World of Ruin stuff, like, as soon as you get Setzer back in the airship, you can win the game. It's much easier if you start collecting other party members. There's a lot of stuff to do in the World of Ruin that's optional. A lot of stuff to do in the World of Ruin that's optional. I think we're there. I think there's a ton of gameplay left if you want to go poke and explore the nooks and crannies. But this, like, go to the Enduring Shrine of Zaud and destroy this guy, that has to be the last push, right? Although, you know, we probably would fight him again, unleashes the Autophagos, and that might be 4 dungeon crawls worth of stuff before we get to deal with it, but I don't know. I feel like we're closing in on something important here.
So spare me any guild trips tonight.
I'm gonna be way too busy pounding Estelle. In the good way, I mean. In the good way.
Okay.
Okay, I have a date with Estelle, so I'll see you.
Captain, so this is where you were. You again.
Damn it, stop pretending to be relevant. He's doing the jerk-off motion, I like it.
Negotiations with the Union are difficult. It seems they can't even agree with each other.
They need a centralized authority like we do, which will allow that centralized authority to go crazy, try to kill everyone, and, well, never mind.
And one more thing.
And she kicks him in the nuts for making her worry.
The Council intends to cede all authority to His Highness Yoder in order to control the current crisis.
And so democracy dies with thunderous applause.
Due to your success in liberating the capital, His Highness has pronounced you acting commandant.
Yuri's like, what? What?
Congratulations!
Also, you are being given the Medal of Ultimate Honor and Valor and Glory for having restored the Aquablastia to the lower quarter.
Well, this cleans up one of our problems.
I was worried that you wouldn't get credit for me saving the world again.
Congrats.
Some part of Flynn has to be hating this. Oh, then maybe he loves it. Maybe he loves getting all the credit for everything Yuri does.
Watch your tone.
Whoa, I didn't realize I'd actually said anything bad.
Yuri, you're the one who really did all this.
But the world will never know! And then he stabs Yuri right through the gut.
Details, whatever.
I'm gonna pretend not to care, because it makes me seem more badass, and if I did show that I cared, it wouldn't help me get credit anyway.
Well, I guess I'll go check on the others.
I've been denied the chance to murder them, so I guess I should hang out with them.
See ya.
Hey. I think I can save. Oh, Yuri, did you finish talking with Flynn? It's me, I joined the same time you all did. Hey. Yeah, I saw your friends just wandering around over there. Oh, hey, there's a guy with you that looks just like Captain Schwan. Said to put him in jail, so I did. Kinda weird, huh? Oh, yeah, I caught that guy before, too, so it was like... Sorry, I'll shut up now. Weird. Well... He wanted to go to jail, huh? I guess this is our opportunity to go grab any treasure chests we missed. But, more importantly, it's my opportunity to save the game, because I gotta cook myself some supper. And then, there'll be a, other stuff as well. No, it's pretty much time for me to end the session. My big problem I've got now is that I don't know at what rate these will be uploaded, but I'm under pressure due to games that are coming out that I want to play. It's weird. Let's Playing just takes over your life and your scheduling, but I'm anxious to finish this LP, although I'm enjoying the game. I am enjoying the game. I swear to God I am. But I'm anxious to finish this because there's something coming out that I want to jump on when it comes out, but I want this to be done first. And the same thing goes for Wolfenstein: The New Order. So it's like, I don't know which one of them to play when I do have a few moments free. Mass Effect 3 is going to slide, but that's okay, because I think people are having a hard time keeping up anyway. At any rate, folks, that was a lot of shit went down in this video. When we come back... Oh, wait a second. Okay, Yuri is on his own now. I don't even have Repeat with me. When we come back, I gotta think that we're getting... that the music's all happy. I think everything's going to be smooth. For a little while, anyway. Got a lot of... he said he's going to attack the Enduring Shrine of Zaud tomorrow, which means I think there's going to be a lot of like chit-chat, plot dialogue stuff next time. Gotta be some kind of romantic scene with Estelle. I mean, seriously, come on. It's time for Estelle to choose between Yuri and Rita. And there's the outside chance, of course, that she'll go with Flynn. But all this is going to happen later, folks, because this video is over. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time on the next episode of Tales of Vesperia.